right, everybody, we are here. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yeah, hey, we are here, episode 1 of CyberKnights, right? Thank you for the people who tuned in when we were doing our test streams. But here we are, official, ready to kick off our story.
Okay, yeah, so we're going to be doing some introductions, I think. We've done a full reset. I know that the past couple weeks, you guys have been watching us, and we've been doing test streaming to kind of get some of the kinks worked out. And sure that we will find many kinks yet to come, but
Yeah, especially as you guys peruse the red light district of Night City, right?
no kink shaming here.
Not at all, not at all. So I'll get started. I am Dave Spath, or DM Dave, if you will. And you can follow me on Instagram, Dave's World Games. And I have been playing RPGs for damn near my entire life. I started when I was 8 years old. It's been 30 years of tabletop fun. And started DMing probably about a decade into that when I was finishing up high school. And just fell in love with it. And I'm currently a disabled veteran and found a new passion and stuff to do with my ample amount of time throwing this show together to bring Cyberpunk to your screens. And I would like to next introduce my partner, Mark, who is the technical genius behind everything you guys see. So
Okay.
let him introduce himself.
Hi, guys. My name is Mark Miller. I am also a DM, but more of a Dungeons and Dragons type DM. And I've been playing D&D for about 7 years now. DMing for about 5, and I also am a graphic designer. Do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little video editing and stuff. So a lot of the technical whiz bang stuff is you can blame me for anything that goes wrong with it, for sure.
Yeah, and we will frequently.
Oh, obviously. But other than that, you can find me at Mark Miller LV on Twitter, and feel free to shoot me a line. I'm just looking forward to. I was also on a long-running audio podcast playing a halfling rogue named Twig. Yeah, but that's called Reckless Moves. But that's me.
I remember listening to the episode "Reckless Moves" and Twig's death was epic.
It was awesome. We had fun.
It was amazing. So thank you, and let's go ahead and tell them a little bit about the character you're going to be playing on CyberKnights.
Yeah, it's Mr. Nobody. I'm keeping pretty much the same character from the test streams, and Mr. Nobody is he's kind of he's a fixer, and he just wants to make connections, gain power, and gain some revenge ultimately on somebody who did his family wrong. And he's originally from New York, and he kind of did the whole Snake Plissken thing and escaped from New York. But instead of winning prize money, they screwed him out of it and locked his family away. So yeah, so I got a big grudge on my shoulder, but I'm making connections, working my way up. That's Mr. Nobody.
Excellent. And we have next, we have Sola. Why don't you go ahead and tell them a little bit about yourself, tell them where they can find you, and tell them a bit about the character you're going to be playing.
Yes, hello, I'm Sola. It's a pleasure to meet everybody. I really like to play in D&D after I got drawn into it by a high school friend of mine. And I'm grateful for it because that's how I actually met Dave. I met him first as a fellow player. And then I started playing at his tables where he DMs. I can be found normally on Discord as Sola, or you can find me on Instagram and Twitter. On Twitter, you can find me as SDeverbry. And on Instagram, it's Sola Green. I play Butterfly, a shy med tech who isn't too great with people unless they're wounded. She comes from Old Japantown, a combat zone, which makes her no stranger to the mass fights or dangers you could normally expect in such areas. Um, she's pretty secretive about her own problems and issues that she has, and she's never really expected to be a part of a crew. So as she slowly finds herself becoming a part of one, she's trying to get used to the concept and learning the people that are in it.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you. Let's get over to Tyrus. Why don't you tell them a little bit about yourself, tell them where they can find you, and tell them a little bit about the character you're playing on CyberKnights.
Sure thing, sure thing. Hello there, my name is Tyrus. I am a hobbyist voice actor, which means I just scream and do funny voices into a microphone, and sometimes I get paid for it. I am a hobbyist improviser, same thing. I make myself funny on stage or just do some random stuff, and sometimes I can get paid for it. And other than that, you can find me on Twitter at Sarcastic Tyrus. I don't really tweet much because I'm not much of a Twitter person, but otherwise, any voice acting related stuff that I have been a part of, I'll usually talk about there. And that's about it. And as for the character I am playing the Nomad Caltrop. Caltrop is a land nomad with a crew known as Gold Siete, Spanish for 7, so Gold 7 in full English. It's a group affiliated with the Aldecaldos, and when he's mainly not doing related jobs for his pack, he's mainly working as passenger transport, using his armored up vehicle to drive people around through dangerous areas, the combat zone for a good example, and that's how he mainly makes his regular form of eddies around the city.
He's a combat zone Uber.
Pretty much combat zone Uber.
All right, and then Loveless, played by Emily. Emily, why don't you tell them a little bit about who you are and where they can find you and who you're playing in this show?
Hi everyone, my name's Emily. You can find me on Instagram at Kittenin66 for arts and crafts and cat pictures. I've been a video gamer my whole life, but my tabletop journey started last year when I met Dave with some Cyberpunk and some D&D, and I've really gotten the bug. I've been spending a lot of time doing it lately. So, and when I'm not playing, I work in tech and I enjoy crocheting, digital art, disc golf, and listening to podcasts. So I'll be playing Lovelace, a network security netrunner. She grew up with the corporate elite, highly educated, very, a little pretentious, but after a big scandal that she probably won't tell you about, she's been reduced to living on the streets with the rest of them. So she works for Volker now, but she's got big plans for revenge, money, and getting her beloved cat back.
All right. And then finally, we have our last Cyber Knight, but certainly not least. Joe, why don't you tell them a little bit about yourself, tell them where they can find you, and tell them about the character you're going to be playing.
Hi, everybody. My name's Joe. I've been telling stories since I was a kid, so obviously moving to tabletop RPGs was a natural progression. Started with D&D in the early 2000s with my best friend group. Literally been playing since then. Met Dave. He introduced me to Cyberpunk Red. Fell in love with it. I love the game, so that was super fun. If you're looking for me, I'm Snack King on the internet. So if you see Snack King, Snack King King, Snack King King, anything like that, that's me. I do a lot of online gaming. You can also find me on Twitch, Snack King 486. I do trading card game, cooking streams, random, hey, I'm streaming streams. So yeah, it's super fun.
Quick question, Joe. Are you got your hand on your keyboard or something because your token just moved randomly?
I thought that was you. I thought you were doing that.
I was trying to put it back and it won't move back for some reason. There, I think. Yeah,
I'm not touching it. I'm only touching my mouse.
Yeah, I think maybe there might be a keyboard issue with your keyboard or something.
It might be.
There we go. It seems to have
I
stopped.
got it now. It's not moving now.
Yeah, it seems to have
I'm
stopped.
only touching my mouse, my mic button. Nothing.
Yeah.
You know, you go blind if you touch your mouse too long.
Yeah, I know. Quit touching yourself.
Quit touching it.
I'm
Oh my
sorry.
god.
Yam's just sitting here touching himself all over the freaking board before we even get started. But yeah, go ahead and tell him a little bit about your character now that you're done doing the rumba across the landing page.
I will be playing Yam Spurts, the exec. He comes from a long line of executives. It's basically what his family does. He's in charge of people. It's his life. It's what he knows. He's all business all the time. Everything and everyone and anything is up for trade or bargain or negotiation. And he's just, got some scores he's looking to settle, some things he's looking to do to make his family proud. And maybe if you're lucky enough, you'll find out what that is.
All right. And just real quick before we dive into it, I want to just take a moment to just appreciate all of you guys for the getting here, because we've been working for the last, I want to say, 2 months trying to throw this show together, and we're finally here. We're finally doing it. This is it. We are on the stage. People are watching us. Don't choke. No, I'm kidding. But no, I'm just so happy because it's been an incredible journey with you all, and thank you. And I'm curious, I want to hear from you guys about just like getting here, about the process, about what this has been like for you guys. And this isn't gonna be a take your turn thing. Just kind of, fill in the silence for a minute.
Well, I would like to let one of the ladies start.
Ladies first.
Sola.
She hates being thrown on the spot.
And it's always her that gets thrown
Okay,
on
then
the
let's
spot.
let Emily
Right.
start. Let's let Emily start
Throwing
then.
myself
Yeah,
on
let-
in
there
front
you
of the bus.
Yeah, throw Emily in front of the bus this time.
I'm happy to. It's been a great process. Like I said, I'm not very experienced in this all, but I've really caught the bug. It's been so fun to meet you guys and get out of my shell and, put work into developing these characters and the role play. And yeah, it's just the best. I love it.
And can I just say, like, there are some people that you come across, you find that just have a natural talent, and you are one of those people, because I've only been playing with you for 4 months, 5 months, maybe.
Yeah, about that.
And we just started with D&D. We started with Out of the Abyss, and then you were just like, I told you about Cyberpunk, and you're like, that sounds amazing, and wanted to come play with me. So, and it's so cool that it was something you picked up so fast, and I love that about you.
Yeah, it just feels so natural, and thank you for bringing me into your world.
Yeah. Dave's world is a friendly world, I hope.
Welcome to my world. Hey.
How about you guys? Yam, Caltrop, anybody, you guys, any comments just about the process of getting here?
I gotta say that I've been mostly my experience with tabletop RPGs is with D&D, and learning Cyberpunk was super quick and easy, and thanks to you, Dave, it was even simpler than I thought it was going to be. So I don't know about anyone else, but I had the easiest time transitioning and moving over to this, and I'm super excited to play with everybody.
Yeah, it's a different system for sure, and you guys all of you took to it super fast, super great. And it's a new system. I mean, the game itself has only existed, Cyberpunk Red, the new version of the Time of the Red is only been out since November. Now, of course, this is an update of the Cyberpunk 2020 game, which was the leader of the tabletop cyberpunk genre for years. The other real popular one being Shadowrun, but this is the new revamped version, and man, it is so much easier to play than the original one. I've heard horror stories about GMs, and I never GM'd 2020. I played in 2020, but I never GM'd in 2020. And I heard GMs talking about like they just wouldn't allow net running at the table at all because of how complicated it was. They just didn't let any players play net runners. But net running was super streamlined for this game, so we are happy to be able to present net running to you guys as a part of this. And of course, that is why we have Loveless.
I know for me, I was super nervous about branching out from playing with my high school friend and the small group of friends that I met through her. So it's a treat really that I met Dave through the game that I met him in and ended up joining his community, Dave's World, and getting to meet everybody here because they're all amazing and I would have regretted never having this chance.
Yeah. And how about I definitely got to hear from Caltrop about the process. You were a recruit. You responded specifically to a casting call, right?
Yes, I did.
That's how we met you. Why don't you talk about that a little bit?
Yep, sure. Yep. I originally found CyberKnights via a casting call, and I wanted to take a chance to audition for it because finally getting the chance to be a player in a Cyberpunk Red campaign rather than me just doing DMing. I love DMing, but getting a chance to actually be a player is always nice as well. But yep, I did audition. Didn't expect to get picked, but I got picked. So happy about that.
All right. And then Mark, why don't you take us home? I want to hear your experience, particularly, especially because you and I have busted our ass together. You especially, man. I mean, I'm not going to discount my own work. Everybody's already sung my praises, but you are the unsung hero of CyberKnights because, man, the whole tech shebang wouldn't go off without you. I want to hear your experience.
Well, I got to say that this is something that I've been mulling over in my mind for years, and I've watched actual play shows on Twitch and on YouTube, and have always thought to myself, there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a more engaging way, and I think that everything kind of it was like a perfect storm. We had this AI artwork movement, and then Cyberpunk Red came out, and there was this whole exodus away from D&D for a couple months, and I think it was just a perfect timing for us to kind of like give it a shot. And you took the bull by the horns, learned how to DM Cyberpunk Red, and so we had talked about doing something together for a while, and we were on another path with another group, and we just decided at the last minute, we said, you know what, we could do this on our own. And it just I think I'm really proud of what we've been able to do together, and hopefully everybody is able to play together for a long time, and this grows into something more.
I'm hoping wonderful. Eventually we're gonna have, we've got our first campaign, and then we're gonna be, just like Critical Role down the line, we're gonna have another campaign with brand new characters, and we're gonna tell new stories and more stories and all the stories, right?
Well, I mean, it's nice to. I mean, the thing is, I don't even pretend to think we're gonna, we're anything close to Critical Role. It'd be nice to dream that, but I mean, they started way back in 2014, 2015, and they started just doing nothing. And for me, it's been important because I have a very strong visual sense. of how I like to see things running, and this right now, this iteration is the closest to what my vision has always been, and the different things we're using, the Discord reactive images, the AI artwork,
Yeah, and I want to say,
yeah.
let's draw some attention to the AI artwork really quick, because I'll definitely gonna toot my own horn. I did the AI artwork for all of our characters, but it was your idea to do the reactive images, because these were just originally just going to be the tokens, right? They
Yeah.
were just going to be the these guys right here, just the right? That's all it was going to be. But you were like, hey, let's take this and make them actually our avatars for us on the screen. And it was a brilliant idea, and we ran with it. That was all you. I loved the plan, and it looks so amazing compared to, not gonna throw anybody else under the bus or criticize anybody, but when you see other shows that have just like the person with the camera in the background, and you have, this person has their curtains, and another person might have their collectibles, and another person might be in a dark room, and a fourth person is using a digital background, and there's just kind of like, it really distracts visually from what's going on.
Well, you gotta face facts. No, not all of us are as pretty as Matt Mercer.
I mean, I know I am, but that's beside the point. But that's because I am coated in a thick layer of beardtanium, which protects my good looks.
There we go. Of course. So, but you know what? And also I want to give kudos to everybody else in the group, because the level of RP and fun has been wonderful, and that's a big component too, is having good chemistry, and I'm really happy with what we have with this group so far. So let's hope that everything keeps on. Knock on wood.
On that note, are you guys ready to enter into Night City?
I was
game.
born ready.
All
yeah.
right. So here we are on the Night City map, and all of you guys have your little kind of respective areas, so to speak. And so let's go one by one. Let's look at, I'm going to go north to south, because why not? Loveless, you are Netrunner, set up in the northern part of Little Europe. Tell us a little bit about your daily life. What is a Netrunner like you doing for a living, right? Rather than, I mean, not talking about what you might do with a crew, not talking about your big heists or whatnot, but just what you do on the daily to try and keep food on the table. What's a day in the life of Loveless look like?
Yeah, so I spend most of my days doing some, behind the scenes net running for some old corporate execs, that I used to know in a previous life. I
Don't
run
you
the
have an
Flight
employer? Don't you have a particular employer?
I do. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit bound to him, but we'll see what happens in the future.
Okay.
But I specialize in network security.
Network security. Okay. So you're all about making them net arcs particularly hard to crack.
Yeah, that's what I do best.
Okay. So let's talk about Mr. Nobody. What is Mr. Nobody doing on the daily? You're a fixer. You're always hustling, right?
Always hustling, always making connections. I'm actually moved myself. I'm actually in the university district.
Yeah.
I'm mostly talk, but you know what? That has gotten me, into the good graces of my fixer, which is Ori, and I do jobs for him, and then I help a lot of other people. I try to make connections and insert myself as a useful cog. Wherever possible.
Ori, for you, you're. I wouldn't quite call you his apprentice. You're more like a subcontractor fixer when jobs come his way, but it's not like the real big fish stuff. and he kicks them down to you, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I'm the street sweeper. So I mean, I'll take whatever crumbs he throws my way, and then along the way I kind of help line up things for bands, or I'll line up things for cargo companies or something. Just whatever comes my way.
Yeah, and you had didn't you have some history with some nomad groups, right?
Yeah, coming across the country, when I left the East Coast, I basically, got in tight with some nomad groups along the across the country, and I kind of went past the Aldecaldos a little bit, but I do know them, and it's kind of I was mainly headed towards this city because I had goals.
Yeah, we'll get into those goals, shan't we?
Oh, yeah.
All right, and then we get to Butterfly, who is in the right on the edge between the Glen and Old Japantown. So in the combat zone, where you basically run a little meatball clinic, mostly focusing on patching up the people who get injured in the combat zone during various gang warfares, right? So why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about the day in the life of Butterfly?
Butterfly tends to keep to herself, of course. Doesn't really involve herself in the mass trouble that always happens around her home, but does tend to pick up even people who don't stop by her little clinic. If she sees someone hurt and left alone, she'll go move in and help them out a bit. Spends her days mostly doing that, and recently has started getting into the thought of making drugs to sell to people, because drugs sell, And
I mean,
she...
that is the thing, especially because you've got a lot of booster gangs around you, and not you're not even just starting because you've already got your ranks in pharmaceuticals. You've been doing some pharmaceutical stuff for a bit,
Yep.
and that's probably one of the reasons why you have a booster gang that just surrounds your clinic and gives you a little bit of protection, because A, they get patched up by you, and B, they help distribute what you make.
It doesn't hurt to be good at something that is vastly needed in an area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It definitely leads to her comfy lifestyle. She lives...
Well, I was going to say, just where you're at, it's not ever going to be a comfy lifestyle, but you are at least definitely stacking some eddies away for a rainy day. That's for sure.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Girls got to do what a girl's got to do.
All right, let's come back down over here to Yam Spurts, and let's talk about Yam Spurts and your business, Mr. Exec. Let's talk about your daily grind, keeping, what's the name of your company afloat?
Aguam ad vitam.
Aguam ad vitam. And once again, Yam Spurts just decides to just go, you know what? I'm just going to go jump in the bay. Fuck this.
I don't know what's going on with them, poor guy.
What the hell, man?
I was chasing.
Wait, I had you. Where'd it go?
I think there's a keyboard.
It's got to be.
One of the keys is stuck.
Yeah,
I'm not even. Yeah, maybe my keyboard is stuck. Give me a second.
Yeah, maybe you got like some crumbs or something under there.
No judgments.
No. We all love to just swim in. Yeah, no. What? I'm not even gonna pretend that water is clean.
Well, typical life of Yam Spurts. I run research and development for Agua ad vitam. Here we are currently working on a product. This is a little test. This is not the final cut of our commercials. This is something I have put together with my crew, mainly me, myself, and I. That's who I work with mostly. But one second. Folks, are you tired of getting sick? Are you tired of drinking water and not feeling full? Are you just tired? Well, here at Agum at Vitam, we have discovered the next big thing. We have a drink that will fill you, nourish you, and give you that little boost during the cold season, the changing of the seasons. When those spores hit, it'll just give your immune system a little boost. It is currently called TBD. Working on that. That's not my area of expertise, but it's a water based beverage that will, as I said, nourish you, fill you, and give your white blood cell count and your immune system a little kick in the high gear. You know. It's not many of those energy drinks that you see. This is an actual product that will help and heal your body.
Interesting. And give me a teamwork roll. I want to see how things are going right now in your R&D department.
Alrighty, got you.
And he's back in the drink. Jesus Christ, man.
This is months of planning here, right here.
Yam Spurts is just spurting all over the place.
He is.
So, yeah. So, how's it going? It is going interestingly. So your team has figured out a way to get the right nutritional value that you're trying to get in there, to be able to include that and still not be like sludge, like it's still like water consistency rather than a thick milkshake.
we were shooting for like a thin yogurt, but I mean, I'll take it. You know, the first batch was like pudding, and it was hard to swallow.
Yeah, have you had a naked juice? This is about the same consistency right now. Which
juice,
is...
I can get the ad team to work with a juice consistency.
Right. Here's the problem though. It's actually making people they haven't gone to human testing yet. It's making the lab rodents that they've been testing on start glowing neon purple. So your R&D team is still trying to figure out what is causing that.
Well, I'll take the purple glow over the other side effects we had.
No, there's a twist.
It's not the worst side effect that they have experienced in trial, but it is definitely one that they're not sure they're not sure what's causing it, and they're not sure if what's causing it is harmful.
It's a purple twist.
Hey, that's fine. Where we are from where we're at versus where we started are two completely different products. So a win's a win at this point.
Yes, change the name to Purple Nurple.
Oh, excellent. So let's go ahead, pan the camera down over to the reclaimed border where the Aldecaldo camp is, down in the southwest, right off the 101.
Yeah.
Caltrop, what's going on with you today?
I'm currently just checking out the car, playing some loud music within the Aldecaldo camp as I'm working on my car, because that's how Caltrop rolls. Just checking the rims of the car, making sure the car looks nice. Of course, he has his fellow Nomad Pack and any other Aldecaldos yelling at him for the music being too loud.
All right. And just as you are, man, I wish I actually already had a token for him, because you put it in your backstory, and I don't actually yet have a created token for Santiago. But Santiago himself, pardon me, Santiago Aldecaldo runs up to you, and while you are playing your loud music and throwing, working on your car, he runs up to you and says, "Does it run?"
Oh shit! Hold up. Quick turns off the music. Oh, hey, yo, hola, buenos tardes, Santiago. What's good?
Does it run?
Yeah, runs like a dream. Why? What's up?
He turns over to his shoulder and waves his hand forward, and you see limping out from one of the camp tents a guy, another Aldecaldo nomad, who is gut shot and is being hobbled over from the tent to your spot. And he says, he needs assistance now or he is going to die. You need to get his ass to help now.
You got it. I'll make a beeline to the med center. I got this.
He says, we already got line on somebody who will do the job for cheap. We don't have it prearranged though, so you're gonna have to make this happen. He gives you an address, and you're familiar with it because you've been doing the combat cab thing, and that's why he went to you, because he knows you know the area where this person is supposed to go. And he gives you an address for a meatball clinic right in the middle of the combat zone in Old Japantown.
We got somebody from a combat zone doing the job? Are they reliable?
For the price, yes.
All right, just asking, because I'm just hoping the doctor's not just, put Band-Aid on the wound and kiss it better, so long as he actually knows what the fuck he's doing.
All right. So the address you're given is right over here if you want to see where... I don't know why I'm circling this particular area. I'm not sure. It just so happens to be right here for some weird reason.
All right.
Anyway, while you are traveling down the highways, getting yourself towards Old Japantown, let's go ahead and move up to the camera to Faraday. Hey, Faraday. Or sorry, not Faraday.
Lovelace.
Lovelace up in
It's Lovelace,
Little
not
Europe.
Loveless.
Lovelace. Oh man, I'm gonna have a horrible time with that. I have a tendency to drop my non-emphasized vowels, so I went total schwa with it. For
That's
my
okay.
linguistics fans out there, yeah, I'm sure I've got some linguistics nerds out there listening. Lovelace. All right. So Lovelace is particularly working network security. So you have a job that has been forwarded to you by Volker. Like, it actually has Volker's name on the email. You see a name.
All right. I open the email. What's the job entail?
The email says, Battle of the Bands. That's the name of the email. Just the name of the email. Battle of the Bands.
Okay. I excitedly open the email. The Battle of the Bands is say.
Volker Security has been contracted with the Battle of the Bands network security for their voting system this year. I need you to go in and be a mole against our own security systems. I want you during the Battle of the Bands, try to crack every band's network.
Sweet. Sounds like a fun job. I'm in. What's the pay?
1,500 eddies. And
Not
your
bad,
ticket,
not bad.
your ticket for Battle of the Bands is not an issue because you are going in as staff. But you are a secret. This is one of those out of character. This is one of those like secret shopper kind of deals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like nobody is supposed to know that you're there trying to crack the security, but you're there to crack Volker security. You see what I'm saying? Like they're sending their own agent in to test their own shit.
Yep.
If you
Doing
can
lots
crack
of stuff
it,
on the down low, I'm not really welcome amongst the execs anymore.
so yeah, exactly. You definitely do have a name to overcome, a bad name to bring back up to a decent reputation. So this could go a long way towards showing your loyalty to Volker for sure.
Okay.
All right. So what do you think that you need to do to start getting ready for a job like this?
That's a good question. Maybe I go shopping for programs that could be helpful.
Yeah. Possibly start trying to build your own NetArc.
Oh,
So a NetArc that is designed for infiltration.
okay. Yes.
All right.
I'll work on that.
Okay. Excellent. So let's come down to Mr. Nobody. Now, Mr. Nobody, you, like I said, you've been hustling and bustling, but so far, nothing big has come your way. Ori's only been tossing you like low-level gigs.
It's okay. I make the most of it, and even the lowest level gig, there's always somebody who knows somebody else, and I make sure that somebody knows who Mr. Nobody is, so that somebody else knows nobody.
All right, somebody will know nobody.
Once everybody knows nobody, I got it made.
Once everybody knows nobody, then nobody is somebody.
That's right. That's right.
All right, yeah. So, but you're kind of feeling a little like, hey, you can handle something bigger, right? So how do you go about getting a bigger job?
You know what, I tell Ori, I said, I know you've been doing me right, taking care of me. I just don't want you to get upset. I'm gonna, kind of sniff around, try and get some bigger gigs, and I always want to make sure you get a taste of it. But I want to make sure I'm out front with you, to let you know that I got my eye on the bigger picture, but I will always have you. I will always take care of you because you've been taking care of me. So
are you just like shooting that all into a text message, just like bearing your soul, like, hey Ori, take pity on me, throw me a job, and this is your sob story?
Well, no, it's not so much as I'm saying take pity on me. I'm saying I'm giving him. I'm basically, how when you go to marry a girl, you have to like get approval from the father sometimes. So I'm kind of chasing bigger things, bigger fish, but I'm making sure Ori knows so he doesn't think I'm trying to undermine him.
Okay.
So make sure that he knows that I understand the hierarchy and that he will always be important in my book, but I do have a bigger vision.
Okay, well, you think you can handle a little something? This is Ori actually responds to your text message and calls you up. Ring ring, your agent is buzzing.
Yo, hey, what's up?
Yo dog, hey dog. So you think you can handle a little something extra? You think you can handle the big fish, so to speak?
you know what? No disrespect. I'm going to do what I can. I mean, I'm here to help, and you know me. I haven't let you down yet, so just give me a shot. I'll do what I can for you.
All right, well, as you know, this is a busy time of year. This is Battle of the Bands. Everybody's trying to make a piece. Everybody's trying to make a piece of Battle of the Bands. You know how it is.
Oh, I know it.
So, I tell you what, I will throw you your piece. I've got a job that I have not been able to line anybody up for. Honestly, most of the solos that I work with, they are charging way too much, and this is kind of below their pay grade. You know what I'm saying? So I got this net runner named Weasel, and he is a bail skipper. He is wanted for he takes a second. He's looking at. He's wanted for. Oh shoot! So dog, this net runner has been blackmailing celebrities, trying to grab onto compromising photos that they might have, and if they don't pay his blackmail costs, he sells their photos on the dark web. So he was arraigned for bribery, but he didn't show up. He skipped bail. The bail was 50,000 eddies. So that means 10% would be 5,000 eddies if you can capture this guy. Well, excuse me. I get my 10% finder's fee for tossing the job to you. So,
hey, you're looking out for me? I'm in.
If you can find this weasel, that's 4,500 for you and 500 for me. Now, this guy has to make his arraignment. Sorry, he has to actually, get turned in for skipping bail. That means alive, not dead.
So no pop goes the weasel, right?
No pop goes the weasel. That's right, my friend. That's right, my friend.
And I love nursery rhymes too. Oh well.
Okay. So if you want this gig, I'll toss it your way, but you got to put your own crew together. You got to, or you got to try and solo him yourself. But I tell you what, net runners are slippery.
All right. Well, you know what? I'll reach out to whatever chooms I can find, and I got a couple people I've been talking to, so I'll do my best not to let you down. Thank you, Ori.
All right. Cool.
This is going to be preem. Right. There's going to be preem, baby.
Excellent. Let's pan the camera over to Caltrop, who is now arriving with the gut shot wounded Aldecaldo at the address that you were directed to. But outside, you see a whole ass gang of boosters. There's like 5-6 dudes, all armed, just standing outside the building. Now, they're not being obvious. They're not being like, oh, look at me, I'm standing out here in front of a specific place with a gun. No, they're subtle. They're just kind of out there. But you've been through the combat zone enough to clock a booster gang member on guard duty.
Yep.
So you see about 4 or 5 dudes just kind of camped around the spot that you were sent to.
All right. Seeing this, Caltrop just takes a look and is just saying, rather heavily guarded for a clinic, but this is where I'm supposed to be. That's when Caltrop will just get out of the front seat, open the back seat, help the guy out who's been gut shot.
And you do give me a perception check.
I can do that. Give me a sec.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's a critical success on that perception. And just a reminder for players and new followers alike that I always award 10 IP for critical successes and critical failures, because I believe that you learn as much from your successes as you do from your mistakes. So go ahead and take 10 IP there, Caltrop, as
Will do.
you very clearly notice that there are several of these booster gang members that clock you getting out and are moving towards you, hands reaching towards weapons. They don't seem to care that you're holding a wounded person.
What's happening? I need to find somebody here who deals with gut shot wounds.
What makes you think that you can find that here, motherfucker?
A little guy named Santiago gave me the tip, so.
Give me a... I'm gonna let you do either conversation or persuasion.
Okay, conversation or persuasion. Good to know. Let's see. Both are about the same.
$11. The booster says, I don't see no Santiago here. I think you're in the wrong spot.
Yeah, that's cute. How much do I gotta pay you so I can go talk to this person?
Give me a bribery check. Nice. That'll beat the DV. So he says, you want to talk to the doc? 200 eddies.
Done. Take it. Hands him 200 eddies.
He counts it up, and he points in the direction. You see a little back alley, kind of dirty, and right down about maybe 10, 20 meters in, you see a set of stairs that just leads down into into just a little area down the alley, right? It's unmarked.
Yep, I just give the booster gangers a quick wave and just take the guy I'm helping walk down towards that area.
All right, and with your bribe, they let you through, and you go down the stairs and are about to meet Butterfly. But I want to say this is right at the good spot for our halfway break. So let's go ahead and do a 10-minute break. It's 7:55 by my clock, so we're going to come back at 8:05, and then we are going to have some interaction between Caltrop and Butterfly.
Cool.
Sounds good.
All righty then. See you guys in 10 minutes. Hey, back. I'm still DM Dave.
And
So,
a dad.
Yeah, always. So, we just left off with the Caltrop and his nomad buddy who had to bribe their way through some booster gangers to get to this clinic here. But Caltrop, you are helping your limping Aldecaldo brother through the door, and you already paid 200 eddies to get here. But this is where you were told you would be able to find help for a reasonable price.
Yep. Hey, are you the doc?
I am.
Awesome. I got a choom here. Took a gut shot. Seeing if you could take a look at him.
She ignores him as she automatically goes to the wounded guy and starts to try to move him to the table.
Before you do that,
area.
Butterfly, I want you to go ahead describe your clinic for us. This what is this basement combat zone makeshift turned into a meatball surgery clinic? How is it set up in here?
It's actually very clean. It's so clean you can smell the scent of like cleanness. You know that it's
That
almost
antiseptic
Light-
smell.
yes, that's the word, antiseptic smell to it. With how clean she's kept it, everything's organized and you don't see clutter anywhere. Everything seems to have a place, and all the tools that she might need are close by to the operating chair that she has set up off to the side.
And being a pharmacist, I'm guessing you also know very much not to mix bleach and ammonia.
Only when
Mustard
necessary.
gas in yourself.
Only
I
when
mean,
necessary.
you know, could be a nice quick escape, right?
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, so this very very atypically clean area compared to the dirty, war torn, dusty, nasty, gritty, grimy, bullet, greasy, oily area you just walked through.
Stop talking and help me get them on the chair.
Nice to meet you. Could you please help me get this person on the chair? Yeah, sure, no problem, Doc. Caltrop rolls his eyes and puts his choom on the chair.
All right, Choom is on the chair.
Butterfly doesn't seem to really listen or pay any attention to Caltrop as she is completely focused on the injured person. Can she tell just how much work is going to be needed done on this guy?
Probably want
Oh,
to
he's-
do a paramedic check for that one. Well, you definitely know he's gut shot with a 19. And you are fairly certain that you know how to remove bullet, patch him up, etc. But it's going to take some surgery. I can't remember, did you just dump yourself all into the pharmacy or did you spread it out a little bit? Because I thought you were doing some cybertech stuff too. Like you wanted to be like also possible ripper docking.
She hasn't put too much into the cyberteching yet, but she is planning to.
No, I mean surgery.
Oh yeah,
What-
she's got that.
You've got 3 in surgery.
It's her strongest part. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you are going to get the way surgery works is slightly different. It creates a new skill that we don't actually have for, so you're gonna have to fake it till you make it. It is a med tech role that you are going to do. Well, actually, no, you should. Yes, never mind. I'm wrong. You can just click surgery. I forgot. It does have it built in. Aha! Strike that. Yeah. So give me a surgery roll in your med tech roll ability.
All right.
I thought we were gonna have to go to the manual, but we did not. Nice, 15. That is definitely good enough to remove the bullet, but he's lost a lot of blood. He's not quite making death saves, but he's not going anywhere in his current state unless he gets like healed. So I guess the question is,
Well,
do you want to spend a day speed healing this guy?
yeah. That's what they're here for. That's what she's gonna get paid for. So.
Well, okay. Sorry. Let me rephrase that. Do you want to speed heal him or just normal heal him?
I was about to say, I don't know if she'd speed heal him. She'll definitely normal heal him though.
Okay. So, Caltrop, you're going to be here for 24 hours. Well, or at the very least, he's going to be here for 24 hours.
All right. In the meantime, I'm just going to ring up Santiago on my agent.
Go for it.
Go outside if you're going to make noise.
Interestingly enough, we do have a little hallway for you.
Hey, Santiago, wanted to give an update.
Shoot, what's going on? Catch me
Good
up.
news. Good news is made it to the hospital. Other news is he's gonna be there
How's
for
our
about
boy doing?
He's gonna be here for about 24 hours. He's out cold, not flatlined, but out cold.
All right. Given where you are, I don't want you to get too far from his side. You hear me?
Yeah. I could just take shelter here for about a while. If not here, then I'll probably find some place close by to crash.
Oh man, I try not to keep your eyes away from him for too long.
I won't.
You never know what could go down in that combat zone.
Yeah, fair enough. Speaking of which, had to unfortunately bribe my way in front of some guards to get in, but it's whatever.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and pan the camera off of you and come over here to Yam Spurts. Hey, guy.
Yam is on a call. He'll be with you in 30 seconds.
Yam is on a call. He'll be with you in 30 seconds. Man, that is such an exec response.
I'm sorry, I said I was on a call. Can you give me 30 seconds? They hung up. All right, I'm sorry. What did you need?
All righty then. So you are getting not an urgent email, but it's definitely an all hands on deck email. There, Aquavitae is Aquavitae is the name of your product, right? Or
We have not yet come up with a name for our product.
oh, haven't? Okay, so Aquavitae is the name of the company,
Name of
but
the
you're still
company,
looking
yes.
for a name of the product. And your parent company is Biotechnica. You are a not quite a shell, but not quite a subsidiary either. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But you do have bosses to answer to, and while you're trying to get this project off the board, and you get an email from marketing saying, we really want you to have an advertisement ready to go and a large scale promotion at Battle of the Bands this year. We understand if you do not have sample products ready to go by then, because Battle of the Bands is next week, but we need something big. We need attention. So you will be directing a marketing team to get set up for advertisements at Battle of the Bands. That's your mission. Your mission.
Gotcha. Yam hates doing marketing. He's not good at it. He's good at sealing deals, not as he calls it, dealing with the masses. So he's probably pacing a bit in his office right now. More so than he was, because he's typically a pacer, but he's probably walking a little bit faster.
Describe Yam's office to us.
It looks exactly like the conspiracy meme from Always Sunny in Philadelphia with charts and strings and whatnot. All of his walls are covered in that.
I forgot to...
His desk is probably just big enough to... It's just clear enough for him to eat like a small meal and keep a cup on it. Otherwise, past, current, and future products, there's binders and clipboards and everything with all kinds of stuff. He has a really nice chair, mint condition. Probably sat in it for a total of like 16 minutes since he's had it, because he doesn't sit. He doesn't sit still at all. In fact, if he's sitting still, it's normally a bad sign because it normally means something's happening. And if there is a window, it's long since been covered with some past, present, or future project that he will, or has worked on.
So I'm going to burst your little bubble here in just a hot frickin' second.
This will be the third bubble that he's had burst on him today.
The little purple bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
I still think you should go with purple nurple.
I mean,
If there was more words to rhyme with, then probably.
Supple, nipple, ripple, pimple.
My goodness.
Dimple. Look at me smile. You can see my dimple.
so this is an excellent time to give a shout out that I forgot earlier. We have some very fancy animated maps brought to us by CyberMaps, which can be found on Patreon. CyberMaps Patreon. It's spelled just like it sounds, CYBERMAPS. And so the awesome animated maps that you see have been edited by me to look way more awesome, but the base original maps have been created by CyberMaps. So go check them out for your own tabletop needs. So anyway, Yam, here is you don't have an office per se, you have a cubicle. And so there is your cubicle. And man, you can even the shadows, the blackness on the other end of the wall between you and your coworkers are just incredible to behold, because they really box you in, don't they? So this is what your place looks like. And so what are you doing? You've got now this marketing assignment.
I'm assuming that there's someone on my team that has some sort of marketing skill that I can't remember at this point, so I'm probably sending out a blast email to my team.
Well, that's your call. We know we have your team member Frizz, but do you have a high enough level to have a second team member?
I do not. I'm only rank 5.
And you need, what is it? Rank 6 for the second team member? What is it?
If I remember correctly, it was 7. It was odd numbers.
7, 5. Yeah, that tracks. I want to say. Well, I'm gonna double check it right now, because let's make sure you have the right number of team members and can assign your team members accordingly. If you do have a second team member other than Frizz, we want to know. So roll abilities. Tracking this right now. So at rank team members, starting at rank 3 you get 1, rank 5 and 9. So yes, you do have a second team member other than Frizz if you are rank 5. So what do you want to hire somebody who would be a marketing person for this other team member slot?
Yeah, I need a media on my team.
All right, so let's hire you a media. All right. And what is this media's name. Let's give. I want Caltrop. Caltrop. What is his media's name? What you're naming this person?
I'm naming this media.
Yep. What's their name?
Let's see.
Has to rhyme with purple.
Let's go with. Oh, why not? Let's just go with a simple one for a handle. Limbo.
Limbo. All right. So this media named Limbo is.
That describes media perfectly, by the way.
I mean, right?
It's a bit on the nose.
Almost. All right. So Limbo. I made you observer before for Frizz, right? What did I do for Frizz for your token ownership?
I can look at Frizz, I just can't change anything on Frizz's character.
Exactly. Okay. So just making sure I'm doing the same thing.
And as a side note, I would definitely hire people that visually stand out.
We can always remember I already did a new token for Frizz. I just haven't applied it yet. I'll get a token for Limbo as well. We'll and I'm gonna say Frizz is a woman, Limbo is a man. So you've got Limbo is a dude. And for now, we've got Limbo is here next to you. Haha, there he is. Say hi, Limbo. Hi, Limbo.
Hi, Limbo.
All right. So what do you want Limbo to do?
Is Limbo a himbo?
Yeah, probably. He's a media guy, so like I definitely just picture this complete like frat boy jock majored in communications, and it has been basically coasting on beer bongs and lines of synth coke ever since he got out of college.
Cool.
I would like Limbo to craft a. Oh, I fucking. Yamspurts is probably cursing a lot while having this conversation because he doesn't actually know what he wants. He knows what he wants, but he doesn't know how to describe it because he actually takes zero interest in medias and how they work, so he has no idea how Limbo does his job at all. After probably about 45 minutes of hemming and hawing and cursing and saying random nonsense, Yamspurts would probably finalize like, all right, listen, Limbo, this is very simple. We have a product that doesn't have a name, and you need to make people want to buy it. Yes, I understand. This isn't even the thing we're supposed to be selling. The project we were working on is completely different than this. We just stumbled upon this fucking gold mine. It makes people purple. Which I think that's a selling point, right? Turning purple, like, like get the purple hue.
I see what you're saying. Like maybe now, do we know anything about what this purple stuff like? Is it harmful? Oh wait, who cares? So
no, we only make things that help people here. Didn't you read the guide, the packet we sent you? Did you get the shirt?
Oh yeah, dude, the t-shirt cannon guy was hilarious, man. He freaking had those one-liners as he was tossing those t-shirts out. Oh wait, no, oh you probably went to a very different orientation than I did, huh?
I led the orientation. I hired you. Do you not remember?
No, I'm talking about
I had a hat
orientation.
I wore my hat that day.
Oh, you were the hat guy. No, I don't remember you.
All right, so So our product, I like purple aura or some purple power up, something like that. So it turns people purple. We're not going to talk about that. That's a side effect. We'll fix that. I actually don't even know if it's permanent. I haven't read all of the reports yet. I've gotten so many. But it's this water drink. It's a little bit thicker than water. Maybe like a smoothie, a juice kind of consistency. And it nourishes you. It's like a meal, but it also boosts your immune system.
Okay.
Like it's a 2-for-1. It makes you purple.
So let's lean towards the purple thing. What if we just skip the health thing? Like, who cares about good health? Like, life is short, life is cheap, and nobody gives a fuck, right? They could die tomorrow. They could walk in front of a bus. But guess what? They won't walk in front of a bus. If they are glowing purple, that bus is gonna see them before it hits them. Like, man, we could market this as a safety drink. Like, you glow purple as you walk down the street, and so nobody's gonna hit you.
What? In what situation do you feel the need to be safe by glowing purple? What kind of life do you live?
Well, the nightlife. Sometimes you're crossing the street, and we got these blackouts because sometimes the power grid sucks. Sometimes you get some random asshole who just crashes their freaking copter into a transformer, and the block is out. And guess what? You have glow and go.
And we market it for an after drinking beverage that'll help you feel good and get home safely.
Right.
There we go.
Let's play up the side effect as being a feature, not a bug.
We'll have to try it mixed with some liquor.
Of course. I mean, let's mix everything with liquor. Duh. Like, you can't do a brown bull and coke without a brown bull and cuke without freaking brown bull, right? And oh wait, I went the wrong way with that fucking metaphor.
Yeah, does the cuke become brown?
I mean, I cuked something brown last night, but that's beside the point.
Well, I'll have to get with the lab techs to make sure that the alcohol doesn't counteract the feature we're talking about.
That's a good point. Yeah. So have they tested what the product does with alcohol?
We literally just came up with that right now. No.
Okay. That's a good thing to know, but I'm gonna advertise it as being a how about we advertise it as being like an aperitif kind of thing, it's the get you going for the party, right? Like, it's to rev your engines up.
No. We want it's the nightcap. It's how you end your night. You had a great night out. Now you want to get home safe and sound. You drink our product.
Oh.
And we will. Yam is probably sending he is the internal agent, so he's probably sending a message and typing out a message to two different to whoever he needs to about this at the same time, and also taking notes.
So here's what I want to do is I want you to make a conversation roll to see how clearly you actually explained your concept to Limbo. Limbo is very, very certain he understands what you want, wink, wink. And go ahead and take 10 IP for that critical failure.
That's so on brand.
Amazing.
All right, and now the camera's going to pan over to Mr. Nobody, Middle of Night City, now actually has his first freaking gig in this is his time to shine, his time to prove himself to Ori. And you have a 5,000 eddy bounty for a bail skip. So as you know how bail works, obviously it's 10% of the bail. His bail was 50,000 eddies. So the reward for turning him in is 5,000 eddies, and the 500 of that goes to Ori as the finder's fee for the fixer who got you this gig.
Yeah.
But you have a crew to put together if you're going to find this weasel.
Okay. So I start sending out texts to some of my contacts. Just as a side note, does Mr. Nobody know anybody like Lovelace or Butterfly or I wouldn't know
so-
wait, I may know Caltrop because I do know
I
some
was
of the
actually going.
Aldecados.
I was actually. That's where I was gonna go with this. Was thank you. Caltrop was definitely one of the members of the convoy that brought you from New York to Night City. So that is somebody that you know who has at least got some wheels, who might want to make some eddies, and you already know he's kind of good in a fight because. You hit some raiders along the travel. I mean, you can't go 3,000 miles and not have a couple of accidents, right?
Yeah, you get to know somebody when you have dust clinging to the interior of your pants.
Oh, that's for sure. And especially when you're saying, "Hey, pass the talcum powder," and you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
So. Yeah, you that's one person that you do know right off the top of your head who is in Night City, who has wheels and is decent in a fight.
So I'm gonna send Caltrop a message using my agent. By the way, I do have an internal agent, so that I can send messages without having to worry about carpal tunnel syndrome or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. And of course, we're going to talk about your six-pack abs at some point, right?
Yes, yes. when it's appropriate, of course.
When it's appropriate. Oh, okay, did I jump the gun there?
And it's always appropriate, by the way. But it's okay.
There we go. So yeah.
The message I send to Caltrop, I say, "Hey, Choom. Hey, I got a way to make some good eddies. I need some help, though. I need to put together a crew. You know any people that interested in making a few eddies? I can toss about 500 eddies your way if you want."
So you're getting this. Are you sending it to him via voicemail? Are you calling him or sending him a text?
Sending him a text. I'm an agent.
So, okay. All right.
Well,
so you
actually,
get this
it's
via
my
text message.
It's you know, just like he gets like a little like video of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, the agents are absolutely 100% capable of that. I would love to just go into a diatribe on all the things the agents can do, but if a smartphone can do it, then an agent can do it a little bit better. That's probably the best way to to answer the overall question of what can an agent do.
And you know what's cool is that probably an agent, the image on the agent would look very similar to what we actually have on screen here.
Yeah, and actually you very much can. It even says in the description in the book of what an agent can do. Like you can have a holographic projection, either flat or 3D holographic projection.
Well, I would definitely have a 3D
provides.
holographic projection of my six-pack abs. Definitely.
Just the six-pack abs, like we just have a 3D projection of just Mr. Nobody's abs.
You know how some guys
zoomed right in onto his gut. You don't see his face.
Do you know how some guys can make their belly buttons talk?
Yeah, so when Mr. Nobody's sending you a voicemail, it's literally just his abs doing the fucking Jason Momoa
Hello.
shit. Right? It's the Dwayne the Rock Johnson pec flex. but
Hello,
with abs.
Choom.
Oh, just for the record, just so everybody knows, this was definitely some body sculpting cybertech work. He did not have this naturally. This is work done, ladies. He's had some work done.
I don't believe it. It's natural.
Oh,
It's natural.
thank
It's
you.
natural.
Thank you.
Oh man. Oh man.
So, yeah,
yeah.
that's the
You
message I
can
sent.
naturally just grind down a freaking steel cable
Yes.
like a skateboard on
Yes.
natural abs. That
So,
was
yes,
definitely
so-
that was definitely a callback to those who followed our test sessions.
For sure. So Caltrop, you get this message with a picture of six-pack abs talking to you, and you know
You just-
immediately who it is.
Yeah, you just immediately get a text back, new agent, who this?
Oh, okay. I fine. And you see my picture, my regular pictures. Okay, fine. Just joking. Just come on. And I say, so you in or not? Come on.
So you definitely you would remember this dude as a very talkative guy that I mean like you remember this dude talking your ear off from New York to Night City 3,000 miles but when Raiders hit he did hold his own and help defend the convoy. So he's a little bit of a character but he's not a dumbass, and he knows how to hold his own.
So you're talking to Caltrop about me, not me
Yes.
about Caltrop, right?
Correct. Yes, that is correct.
Just want to make sure we're clear
yeah.
on that.
Yeah, that was Caltrop remembering you, who this text message is coming from.
Just to be clear.
Yeah. Yeah. Caltrop will then just text back. Yeah, sure. Possibly might have found a potential doctor for the gig as well. And then just sends that text.
Nice. You know what? Definitely could always use drugs for the mission. So as long as she's packing the pills, ask her if she wants to make some quick eddies. I know she probably is used to making more eddies, but tell her that I'll get her. Oh shit! I'll get her tickets to see the Battle of the Bands.
Oh wow!
Last text you get from Caltrop is Nova, and that's it.
All right.
Preem.
So we come back over to Caltrop but actually before we go back over to Caltrop and Butterfly, let's talk to Loveless. Loveless, you have had ample time to kind of consider what do you want to have available to you for this test run for Battle of the Bands, where you're going to be putting the net arcs on site to the test, because you're basically being paid to infiltrate your own company's net arcs.
Yes, yeah, I've been putting in some work, got plenty of programs installed and ready to get in there.
Okay. Do you need any new programs, or do you think you've got everything covered?
No, I think I got everything covered.
Okay. So, you are given an all-access badge during the construction process. So you're supposed to basically blend in as just somebody who's supposed to be there. You've got the badge, but what your job there isn't really descript. But then again, if somebody's asking you what you're doing there, you can't exactly tell them. So, what is your cover story going into, and we're bringing you over here to the lake park where the Battle of the Bands is, where the amphitheater is, sorry, it's not an amphitheater. It is it is a regular theater. It is an enclosed theater. But it's over here in the lake park area. And you are watching as construction goes up. Matter of fact, give me... Right. So you are here. This is the arena where Battle of the Bands is being set up. And so you kind of get an opportunity to peruse the facility a little bit. And as of right now, there are none of the bands here have their net arcs set up. None of them, they don't have any of the digital technical stuff. But you have the opportunity to kind of check out the area and see what is what the venue looks like.
Very cool. Do
You
I
can
know
kinda-
where the bands will be setting up their net arcs?
The net arcs will be set up fairly close to the stage. Most likely, you are going to see that there are back here, backstage. That's where all of the control stuff is happening.
Okay.
So, there is no currently active net arc, but you would imagine any access point would probably be right around here.
Okay, and is this a bar? Sorry.
Sorry, did I mark that wrong? Sorry, yeah, I did mark that wrong. The access points are over here.
Okay. I'm just trying to think
That
of my
is a
cover
bar.
story
No,
too.
that is a bar. That is a bar. Yes, that is a bar, and the access points would be over here, where
Okay.
where those servers are. Oh, sorry, those are the bathrooms. I'm so freaking looking at this the wrong way. Where is the control area? I know I saw there was a freaking control spot. All right, screw it. We're gonna say it's here. This is your access. This is where your access point is going to be.
Okay.
Man, I thought I had a better. I thought I thought I remembered seeing like a control booth, but
Well,
I
there
was
is
wrong.
further down. Right there, yeah.
Down here where the green area is, where the green room is.
No, we're right just south of Lovelace.
Oh
Right.
yeah, exactly. There, yeah. Well, that's actually. Wait, is that a bar? Was I wrong?
No. Oh, yeah.
No, that
a-
is the control area. Okay, no, yeah. Yeah, no, that is the control area. But there is like backstage stuff back here. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what?
Oh.
Does look like a bar, actually.
Does it look like a bar? It's so
A
weird.
little bit.
But I don't
was
care.
hoping to use that as my backstory. Be some drunk groupie at the, drinking
Yeah,
backstage.
yeah, by all means, like hold on to that shit. You might be able to use it. So I'm just giving you, this is your opportunity to kind of scope out your job and figure out exactly how you are going to try to get actual access to the access point without being noticed, because you don't want to get caught hacking, right?
Yeah.
That's
And
a
you
green
would
room.
also, yeah, that's the green room right there.
Okay.
And then you have the stage itself, and yeah, no. I'm gonna just go ahead and beam at a little bit of pride at how freaking put together this this map is, but just wait until you see when the show is running, because the map's gonna be like
Just
10
to
times
say,
more awesome.
just to say, this area over here looks like it could be like a server room.
It looks like it could be a server room. I thought it was supposed to be a bathroom.
Oh, maybe it is a bath. Yeah, you know what? It is a bathroom. Well, you're serving something else. Yes.
Hey
Yeah.
man, anything's a bathroom if you're desperate enough.
That's true. So, so we have several people with interests in Battle of the Bands, and of course, we have Mr. Nobody, who's trying to put together a crew of some kind and promise tickets to Battle of the Bands. his crew members for trying to track down this weasel. And that is where we are going to be picking up for episode 2 of CyberKnights. Episode 2 of CyberKnights will be titled Battle of the Bands. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for joining us on our maiden voyage of this cyberpunk journey. And for those of us, thank you for all the listeners who are still here with us. And I want to give my players the opportunity to say good night. And go ahead, guys.
Good night.
Night stream.
Good night. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, good night, guys. It's been a
Thank you
hoot.
for all of it and the follows. Tune in next week where Eon Sports will take you on another adventure.
And don't forget to buy those purple nurples.
Yeah. One of these days, this product isn't going to kill you.
To be determined.
To be determined. All
For
right.
legal reasons.
And so, yes, that was episode 1 of CyberKnights, guys.
Take care, guys. Later.
Take care.